Are you looking to lose weight, feel great, have more energy, lose fat weight? Let me share some testimonies that I've gotten from the last 4 or 5 days from friends who are using these little drops. It's called triGLP, all natural product. Some of these are really dear to me because I know these people personally. One is from a friend who is 83 years young, and she has lost, in her first 5 weeks, she's lost 5 pounds. But the dramatic thing is she's lost so many inches around her belly, and she was brave enough to share her photos with me. And that's why I tell people, definitely, use the scale. 5 pounds is great. 5 pounds of fat is wonderful, but it's the inches. Fat takes up more than 5 times the space as lean muscle. So if you don't take your measurements, or you don't have tester clothes or have photos, sometimes you're like, yeah, I don't know if it's working. It's working. Anyway, this friend of mine, 5 pounds in 5 weeks. She's 83 years young. And I would say, she didn't tell me, but I think probably at least 4 inches around the belly. She looks amazing. Another testimonial comes from a friend who she decided to do the dry, I guess it's called dry January, zero alcohol for the whole month. And typically she's done it in the past, and it's been one of those willpower struggles, but she made her mind up that she was going to do it. And then typically February rolls around and boom, she'll start, hey, I made it, I did it, I can do it, I'm not addicted. Guess what? She texts me and she says, I have zero desire for alcohol. So she's going to continue on. And the reason I say that is because many of us have cravings. Cravings for alcohol is cravings for sugar. Sugar is one of the biggest addictions there is to overcome. So if you can take a product, something like this that's so natural, 5 drops twice a day, that can shut the noise down about food. So you're not always thinking about food. It'll help you make wiser choices. You're going to eat so much less, and you're going to have much less cravings. So it is a great product, and I'm going to tell you more testimonials. Okay, so this person, she was forced to go off her GLP shots. I don't know which one she was on. She had nauseousness and constipation, but the real reason, but she said she could handle that because she was getting skinny. She was losing weight, but her insurance stopped covering that. So she says, I was scared, but a friend told me about the GLP, the triGLP, and I've been using them for a couple of weeks now. To my pleasant surprise, I have so much energy. Yeah, and the thing is, I have not been on any injection shots for weight loss, but a lot of people say that they're excited that they're losing weight, but they feel like shit, or that their energy is so low. I hear this all the time. She has so much energy, feels great. She still can control her cravings, and she has not gained any weight back, which was her biggest fear, because a lot of times people go off the injections, and because they've lost muscle as well as fat, their metabolism is slower unless they don't change their habits of exercise, adding muscle or whatever. The biggest thing is weight gain back. And man, if you lost 30 pounds, the last thing you want to do is to have gained 30 pounds back and then some. That was her biggest fear. But in fact, she had dropped an additional 1.5 pounds in just a couple weeks. So I'm finding a lot of people, now that I am talking about the triGLP drops, a lot of people are telling me, hey, I have tried Ozempic or Mounjaro or Covey or Rue or whatever, all these other new drugs are out. But now that there is a way to segue off the injections, something so they're going to step into something that can also help them, but naturally, and improve their health, they are game. So here's something. Oh, I gained 30 pounds during the pandemic and never lost it. Did that happen to any of you? Remember being inside, nothing to do but eat, when you couldn't go outside and you had to wear a mask? Never lost the weight no matter what. Late December, I tried the triGLP, despite nothing working for the past 5 years. I am noticing less hunger, less cravings, less belly bloat, and I'm down 3 pounds in my first 3 weeks. Cool. Thanks for telling me to take pictures, as I never believed the transformation with a scale alone. And that's another key is, that's why I tell people, one of my favorite ways is, of course, measuring and in photos, but get a pair of jeans or something that's too snug that you can barely stuff your body into. And then just take a picture and then just put it in a drawer and don't even give it a thought. But after 4 weeks of using these drops, try on the same pair of pants or whatever and just see. Most people are finding that, oh my gosh, they're baggy. That's because it's fat. Fat loss is the kind of loss you want. Someone says less cravings, less hunger, 0 night snacking, and I feel I'm in control again. Yeah, that's a really good one because none of us want to be out of control. You want to be able to control your surroundings and how you make choices with food, but sometimes the cravings get to the best of you. So anyway, all different ages. These happen to all be women. Maybe though, I think women share more than men. In fact, the only testimonials I have from a guy is from his wife. But people are having really good success and they're doing it naturally. And if you've kind of struggled and want to try something new, here's the thing. Don't expect one bottle, which is a 10-day supply. Don't expect that to do anything miraculous except for stop the food, cravings, the noise. I mean, for me, day 1, I absolutely could eat less. You know, I didn't give food a thought. I had to remind myself and I had more energy. I would say 3 bottles is what most people are buying because they want to do it for at least a month. But honestly, whether it is Weight Watchers, whether it's the triGLP, whether it's injections, whether it's anything, you gotta give it time. You gotta give it time because wouldn't it be nice to just reach your ideal health, your ideal weight, and not have to keep dieting? So I say give it at least 3 months. I think you'd be really, really pleased. And here's another thing is, oh, by the way, a lot of people are noticing that they sleep better and much less inflammation and digestive bloat. So some pretty good testimonials. I'm gonna keep these coming. When I get them, I'm just putting them aside and I'll share periodically. If you have any questions, reach out.